Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze SUI. Now that SUI's price action is above $4, it's a critical level that SUI is at. None of the content is financial advice. So let's get started. We'll cover the risk-based models, time-weighted average price model, estimated bull run peak for SUI. Now price is above $4. It hasn't been at this level since about uh, mid to late January of 2025. There was a dip which took the price to less than $1.75 at around that time. We made several videos related to SUI 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, when the price was much lower than it is today. So if you like covering the coverage of this channel related to quality assets which may be at a range lows, please give us a like and subscribe. We have a risk-based model to identify if the prices have cooled off like they did back in early April of 2025 when the risk levels were in this less than 20% risk shaded region. So if you want to identify, these models are available on cryptoweeklies.com, link on the bottom of your screen. Whenever the risk is less than 20%, like it was back in March till about late April of 2025, usually that's again not financial advice, that's when the market has cooled off a lot. For this we use polynomial regression based framework to identify the bottoms. The models are color coded based on risk levels, and also to identify the range peaks we use a similar to standard deviation residual applied to the fair value to identify when the prices have overheated, essentially starting with 50 to 60 or 0.5 to 0.6 risk. Towards the end, close to that 0.7 to 0.8 risk, that's where the price is sufficiently overheated to consider DCing out of the trade. Again, these kind of analysis are available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. If you want to stay updated, you can give us a like and subscribe. If the prices were to go to that 50 to 60% risk, per this model, the price could range between slightly under $5 to about $5.50 if the target is between that between the 50% 80% risk. Closer to that dotted red line, price for SUI could be somewhere between $5 and $7 for this model. Again, not financial advice. Right now the price is coming in at around $4 level. It is meaningfully above the 20-week and simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average, both at around $3.15. So that is a key level to watch. If there is a correction in the market, if SUI manages to hold those levels, that could bode well in the remainder of the year. If we were to analyze SUI and use instead of regression analysis, identify the bottoms using simple moving average, the 20-week moving average, and the price relationship with the 20-week moving average. This is the model which again identified a similar bottom from February 2025 till about late April 2025. Essentially, the lowest risk was identified over here in the March drop. So again, a confluence among different models always help identify a trend rather than relying on only one model at a time. That is just an interpretation of the model. If we again look at the price action where the risk is amplified more than 50%, to between that 50% and 80% or 0.5 to 0.8 risk, the price per this model could be between $4.70 and about $5.53. So slightly more narrow prediction. The earlier model was between $5 and $7 range as an intermediate peak. This is a shorter term peak identification related model, uses only 20-week simple moving average and the relationship between price and 20-week moving average, saying the range top for this rally for SUI could be between $4.50 and $5.50 essentially. If we were to analyze where this time weighted average price for SUI is and how the price is operating with respect to the time weighted average price, you can see identification of top with respect to this blue line. Whenever the deflection between the blue line and the price is too high, the color codes go into the higher shades or the hotter colors, whereas whenever the price is lower than the time weighted average price, like it was throughout the initial launch and the correction in 2024 from May to August September time period, that was essentially a great entry point for this model. Right now the risks are kind of amplified with 77% or 0.77 risk with respect to time weighted average price, but it's not as overheated as it was in the late December and early January 2025 scenario. If we were to take all of this together and try to come up with an estimated bull run peak for SUI, that the weighted risk across the three models that we saw, the DCA or the regression model, time weighted average price model, and the SMA model, are providing a weighted risk of about 53%. Estimated bull run peak right now is at around $7.15, so slightly less than 2x from the current point. That's the estimation using a confluence of several models. This is not an estimation of how SUI could go towards the end of the bull run. This is just a shorter term estimated bull run peak to look at major area of confluence where prices could go in a bull rally. If we were to try to extrapolate this a little more using machine learning, not machine learning, using regression, you can use this. Again, this is not financial advice. This regression line can be extended to 6 months into the future, let's say towards the end of October, early November of 2025. For this model, the fair value back into the future could be at around $5.50. Right now it's at around $3.50, and an estimated peak that also can be extrapolated. Again, extrapolation is not that critical in data analysis and data science. It's not highly regarded as much as interpolation is. Nonetheless, towards the end of November or middle of November of 2025, the price 2 standard deviation ceiling for the price comes at around about $10. So that is a range predicted in the next 6 months. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. And again, the price is kind of in a range right now since the past couple of weeks. Narrow candle bodies over here, so please do keep that in mind, and keep these supports as well as the resistances discussed in the model in mind. And I hope you enjoy the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.